Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Masters of the Universe Classics Club Grayskull, Filmation Dre Elle, and Uncle Montork, the PowerCon 2018 exclusives. Actually, I say that, but I think these guys technically fall in the Collector's Choice line, which is Masters Classics, but they're definitely Filmation characters, and they do happen to come in that Filmation style packaging that all the other Club Grayskull figures come in, so it's a bit confusing. But hey, it works out fine for me. These characters definitely feel very Filmation, so we're going to check them out. Of course, they come in that packaging as mentioned. You can remove the slip cover to reveal the Castle Grayskull themed box, complete with the open jaw bridge window there that fully showcases the two figures within, all in one box there. And then the back has some animated images of them straight out of the old Filmation cartoon series, as well as two brand new bios, one for Montork and one for Dre Elle. So let's go ahead and remove these characters from the packaging and take a look at them. So first things first, we got to talk about these stands. I've got both of the figures on the stands right now in my video, but it is worth noting that the stands were very tight at the ball joints. I had to heat them both up just a little bit. You can use like a hairdryer on a very low setting to slightly warm it, or warm water, and that'll help you ease the stand into the base of the figure. Once I got them in there, they're totally fine, and you can see they articulate really good. They were just really stiff there at first. Also, the stands are a bit different. If we're comparing to the Orko figure that came out previously, he had a translucent stand. These guys have a metallic silver stand. I do slightly wish that those were translucent. The silver looks okay, but I wish they were translucent to match. However, there's one point where these are better. They have a much larger base on the bottom. Orko's base is so small, he tends to fall over a lot. These guys are way better balanced. So there's definitely positives and negatives with these stands. But overall, they are not so bad. And once you guys have them on the stands there, they look really great. If we're looking at the figures themselves, they definitely appear to reuse much of what we saw with Orko before, but we've got these new head sculpts going on here. And you know what? That's totally fine. That's exactly what I would expect out of these. So Uncle Montork is in a much brighter red color there. You can see he's got that same kind of purple Orko scarf, but he's got the beard hanging out of the bottom. That right there is a unique sculpt, as you can see. It's like more of a gummier plastic as it's positioned over the head. And then the little yellow glasses are part of the head sculpt there underneath. The hat is not removable. It is part of the sculpt, and the articulation on these is exactly the same with Orko before, where the head is jointed so it can look around left and right, and then you got the ball joints at the shoulders, swivels at the elbow, bends at the elbow, and swivels at the wrist. They got one gripping hand and one spellcasting hand, and they both have the exact same thing. Dre Elle's got more of a muted color, almost like a pink, with a brighter pink seen on the scarf over her face and her little hat there. She's got her yellow hair coming out of the back, which has got some really nice dry brushing there. It gives it nice detail. And she's got those very pretty eyes there as well. So they're really great because they do a good job of reusing parts, but they really stand out on their own, and they look just like these guys would look from the animated series. Now, what's really cool is they do both include their own little wands as well, each with their own unique accessories. So again, they are just like the wands that we got with Orko, but we've got an M on the top for Montork and a D on top for Dre Elle. I thought that was a really nice touch. So the figures can hold on to those wands in their gripping hands if you choose to display them that way. And then, of course, they got that spellcasting hand there as well. So we definitely got to put these guys alongside Orko so you can see what they look like. And I got to say, they pair up perfectly with him. I think the style that these are done in perfectly matches what was done with Orko. You can see all of their colors are slightly different, so they stand out from one another, but they totally fit in really great together. And it's just so awesome having new Trollins to add to the collection. All in all, I think these are really fun figures, with the only gripe being with those bases. The silver could have been translucent, and it could be a little bit easier to plug them in, but the figures themselves feel very solid. The articulation is tight and functional. The paint deco is awesome. I think these guys are a win pretty much across the board, and they are a really great pair to add to the collection. So as I stated, these are PowerCon 2018 exclusive, so if you weren't able to pre-order them before the show and you weren't able to pick them up there, unfortunately at this point, you'll have to track these guys down on the secondary market. So happy hunting, my friends. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, leave me a comment to let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, my friends.